As many homes are being torn down or drastically changed to meet the needs of our community, we want to be sure that we're not losing the distinctive features that make our neighborhood special. We met with Joe Horwedel, who introduced us to a new program that will help communities better balance this change. As we attempt in Willow Glen to balance change, we have to look beyond the business district and the community services and into the neighborhoods, where we see a lot of new construction and the building of McMansions. We want to know what type of programs that we have in place in order to maintain the distinctiveness that is Willow Glen. Today we're meeting with Joe Horwedel, who's the Director of Planning, Building, and Code Enforcement. Joe, welcome to Willow Glen in Motion.
Thank you.
You know, I've heard a couple of terms, including neighborhoods of distinction or distinctive neighborhoods, historic districts. Can you run me through those, please?
Sure. Well, a historic district is our most important resource in the city. It's an area where we're really about preserving the buildings, preserving the area. We have a number of those in the downtown area that we're really about protecting them. We also have some areas called conservation areas. Conservation areas are really about keeping options open, recognizing that there is something that's unique about that area, but we have a lot more flexibility about how to allow new development to occur in the future.
So what's the criteria for becoming a distinctive neighborhood?
Things we're going to look at are what are the setbacks? Are there unique architectural styles? Is it a single-story neighborhood? Is it a two-story neighborhood? Do they have driveways, that garage is behind the house, or are they attached to the house? So there's really looking at that neighborhood. What is it that makes it unique compared to the neighborhood across the street or across town? The neighborhood we're standing in right now is a neighborhood. It's a very unique neighborhood here in Willow Glen. It's one that has no sidewalks on the street. It's a single-story neighborhood. The homes are generally larger setbacks. They sit further away from the street than you would see elsewhere in the city. Driveways are typically the round driveways as opposed to just straight into a garage. So it's a pretty unique pattern here on this street.
So how are neighborhoods of distinction developed?
So we've been talking to every kind of corner of the city about what are the things that people love about their neighborhoods, what would they like to protect. It is a citywide issue, and it's something we've gone around the entire city area. We've held community meetings, and we've had really good engagement from residents in Blossom Valley, Berryessa, Evergreen, that they all see their neighborhoods as being distinctive too. So that's really been the really great thing coming out of it, is that you see the pride in the community, that people really like their neighborhoods and they want to make sure that the future really keeps the things that they love about their neighborhoods there, whether it's the views to the hills around them or the sizes of some of the homes. That's our goal, is to come up with something that helps match to the different parts of San Jose and not try to take a one-size-fits-all.
So then any new construction, whether it's an addition or tearing down and rebuilding, would follow those guidelines?
That's the ideas that we would be taking to the council, is should there be guidelines, should there be more formal rules around that, how rigorous those need to be. So when somebody came in to remodel a house or tear one down and build a new one, that there would be more guidance about how to do that so that it would protect what was unique about that neighborhood.
The Distinctive Neighborhood Program is still on the drawing board. When can we see it as a reality?
Well, right now we're just finishing up studying the concept with the work we've done out in the community. Staff is getting ready to make some recommendations to a council committee and ultimately going to a city council here this summer. Once that has gone to the council, the question really will be for the council, do they want to put some funding to really implement the program? With the budget this year, I think it'll be a really tough question for them to debate, but there is a lot of community support, so it's one that we're hopeful that the program will go and start this next year. But if not, the work that's gone on thus far gets us ready for when the budget gets a little bit better, we'll be able to run with that.
We thank you for sharing the Neighborhoods of Distinction program with us, and we look forward to seeing some new distinctive neighborhoods designated here in the Willow Glen area.
Well, we're looking forward to it too. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you, Joe.